My son called from school at exactly 11:42 a.m. His voice trembled on the line. Dad, the principal says I brought a weapon. I didn't. He's calling the police. Before he even hung up, I was already in motion. I don't remember the drive, just the hollow rhythm of my heartbeat against the road. When I arrived, the place was locked down. 2 police cruisers sat out front, their lights slicing the midday sun. My son stood near the entrance, hands cuffed, backpack open at his feet as if something had been planted inside. The principal, Mr. Carroll, wore that polished, bureaucratic smile, the kind trained to hide behind rules and feigned concern. I stepped forward, voice steady but sharp. What the hell is this? The sergeant turned to me, then to Carroll. His expression shifted. No salute, no nod, just a cold, "Sir, you'd better come with us." That's when I saw it, the slight flicker in Carroll's grin. For the first time, he looked uneasy. Something was off. My son was 14. Quiet. Kind. The sort of boy who read philosophy and drew robots instead of talking. A weapon didn't fit him. But Carroll had been after him for months. Tiny punishments, unfair grades, whispers to other teachers. I thought it was structure. Now I knew it was control. At the station, they showed me the knife, a combat blade, pristine, untouched. I knew it instantly. It wasn't from our home. It was military issued, the same kind my brother carried before he disappeared. This wasn't a prank. It was a setup, deliberate and exact. I asked if Carroll had searched the bag himself. They said yes, alone. That's when the slow burn began. Not anger, but understanding. When I confronted Carroll later that evening, he stayed in character. "We have to protect our students," he said smoothly, hiding behind policy. But when I mentioned my brother's name, something flickered in his eyes. He knew. So I went quiet. No threats, no rage, just questions in the right places. Feist, the knife. A friend in evidence ran the serial number. It traced back to a 2011 police file. My brother's last mission before he vanished. Then, Carroll's past. A teaching license that didn't align with his employment records. 2 missing years. No trace, no history. I dug deeper. Long nights, secret calls, old favors. And finally, I found it. A classified joint operation my brother had once exposed, codenamed Silent Orchard. A covert data mining program hidden in school systems, tracking names, families, military connections. Carroll wasn't just a principal. He was part of it. And my son, my brother's nephew, was the last link left. He wasn't enforcing discipline. He was erasing bloodlines. I moved carefully after that. Every word to my wife rehearsed. Every visit to the school performed for the cameras. Calm father. Cooperative citizen. Inside, I was constructing something else. 3 weeks later, I had everything: audio files, emails, a flash drive, even access to Carroll's laptop through a network breach. He'd been reporting to an encrypted government channel. Both my name and my son's were flagged priority. That knife was never random. It was part of a story being built. Child of deceased operative demonstrates potential behavioral risk. He was painting us as threats to justify his cover-up. I waited for the school board meeting. The room was full. Parents, reporters, Carroll at the podium giving his usual speech about integrity. When I stood, the noise faded. I didn't raise my voice. I walked to the projector, plugged in the drive, and pressed play. His voice echoed through the speakers. Target secured. The father is unaware. We'll close the boy's record quietly. Carroll froze. The blood drained from his face, sweat tracing his collar. He tried to talk, but I stopped him. "The weapon wasn't my son's," I said softly. "It was yours." The room erupted, cameras flashing, reporters surging, parents whispering his name like poison. He turned to me, pleading. "Please, you don't understand. It was bigger than me." I stepped closer. That's what cowards say before they fall. He tried to run. Security caught him. Police arrived soon after. I didn't stay. My victory wasn't in headlines. It was in the look on his face when he realized I'd dismantled his entire illusion. Weeks passed. My son went back to school under new leadership. His record wiped clean. Sometimes he still asks, Dad, why did he do it? I tell him, some people confuse control with safety. He doesn't grasp it yet, and maybe that's good. Childhood should fade slowly. At night, I sit on the porch watching the streetlights flicker over the wet road. I think about my brother, the knife, and how betrayal always begins with misplaced trust. There's no peace in justice, only understanding. Carol lost everything, his career, his mask, his network. He called it Silent Orchard. But silence never lasts. It always ends when a name is finally spoken aloud. This time, it was his. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and comment. Subscribe to Cheating Stories Insight World for more incredible stories.